Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Locker Room Podcast. Super Bowl weekend in the locker room, and it's ladies' night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night! I got a lot of good people on. I got some great guests on tonight, people. We're live on YouTube. We'll eventually be on Facebook, and we're just gonna do some stuff that's gonna, be a little fun here tonight. I got all my ladies on. And we're going to let everybody introduce themselves. Before I do that, I was reminded that Super Bowl weekend was big in my family. My mom, she kept her Christmas tree up until Super Bowl. She would go outside and tie yellow ribbons around the trees, cook chitlin and chicken and all kind of great stuff. And we had the old floor model television, color television, and she would have a great Super Bowl party. So I'm gonna dedicate this to my mom, Miss Donnie. We call her Dot. This Super Bowl podcast, Ladies Night. I'll be doing one tomorrow with some high school coaches from around the country. And then on tomorrow night, I will have all my professional football player friends. Some of them are in Vegas. And they'll be on tomorrow. So I'll send you guys those links. So how's everybody doing?
Good. Doing well. How about you?
I'm great. So I'm gonna let Miss Ashley Hill introduce herself and tell the folks a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I am actually a high school librarian in Frisco, Texas, so close to Dallas. And I also work part-time for the Cowboys. I give tours around the headquarters and the practice facility, which is actually how I met Daryl this past summer. So he was one of the guests on one of my tours, and we became quick friends.
So Ashley's a Cowboy. We already know the Cowboys in the house.
Oh yeah.
All right, next to her, I got Miss Anika Hurd. Nika, tell the folks a little about what you do.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anika Bray Hurd. I'm actually a middle school culinary teacher, and I am a true Buccaneer fan.
Oh.
So we're on here. So 2 Cowboy fans who still wishing and wondering, him and Han.
And tell the folks
they get to the Super Bowl.
Tell the folks how you see me almost every day.
Well, Daryl is our he's a lifeguard with the city of Daytona Beach. And he and I work kind of like in the same area where we, kind of reside at work. And we just have a great conversation. I really enjoy working with him, and he is really excited about his Locker Room podcast. So I'm just excited to come on here and talk a little trash tonight, and I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
Miss Angie, how you doing, baby girl?
I'm doing all right. All right.
Tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
So my name is Angelina Vickers. I am a licensed mental health counselor here in Florida. I am also a graduate of Bethune-Cookman University, the greatest.
Not Grambling.
Nope.
With the Grambling.
All right.
Okay, hold on, Coach. Now, Bethune-Cookman did feed me, okay?
All right. Yeah, your daddy was the band director at Bethune-Cookman.
They raised me, so.
Mr. Bray's daughter.
Oh, I love Miss Bray. Okay. So, Hell Wildcats.
All right, I'm sorry.
And I'm glad to be here. My husband is a former football player at Bethune-Cookman, and I met Daryl through my husband. So
okay.
And your husband is the co-host of my BCU podcast when I do the Locker Room.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. This next young lady, she went to Nebraska. I don't know where. Well, anyway, I'm gonna let her tell her story.
Hello. Even though you try to take a shot at me, Daryl, I am comedian Henny B, and that says it all. I'm a comedian. So I've known Daryl how many years, Daryl?
Oh, Lord. 10.
It's been longer than that.
A long time.
But I've known Daryl, and I tell the story how God brought us together because I ironically met him through him finding my daughter. And it was just really weird, but we connected, and I think the first time we talked like 2 or 3 hours on the phone, and
8 hours.
No, I'm not claiming that. That's a whole work day.
8.
We talk midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning.
We
Let me tell you
really
what she
did.
did. Let me tell you about this
That's
girl.
it. That is 8 hours. That is
Hey,
definitely
stop doing the book.
That's a whole shift.
Hey, she was watching the Super Bowl and saw Ricky Natio catch a touchdown pass. I'm gonna have him on tomorrow and named her daughter after Ricky Natio.
I did.
Oh wow.
My daughter's first name is after a former Detroit Lion, Aubrey Matthews, and her middle name is Natio after Ricky Natio. So, yeah.
Oh,
That is
And
it.
now that you say Detroit is the one who should be in Vegas.
All right,
we're
not going there yet, Nick. I know you're ready to spill up the beans. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna play a game show, and then we're gonna go to the View. We're gonna have a panel like the View. Here's the game. You're coming to my Super Bowl party here in beautiful Daytona Beach, the world's most famous beach. I want to know, what dish would you bring to my Super Bowl party? Miss Ashley, what's your best dish? Coming to my party, what would you bring?
normally when I go to Super Bowl parties, I don't know if this is like a Texas thing or whatnot, but we like the jalapeno wrapped poppers, like wrapped with bacon. That's my favorite. So that's probably what I would bring.
With cream cheese?
Oh yeah, definitely the
Okay.
cream cheese.
Okay.
The culinary teacher.
Well, due to the fact that the Super Bowl is always in the winter, I would probably prepare gumbo.
Ooh.
Wee. Can
Seafood gumbo.
Can
Yes.
I get a little bit of that tomorrow when you fly by the pool?
I'll come by. Just set the shrimp outside. Allergic to shrimp.
Okay, gumbo, Miss Louisiana. Okay, Miss Vickers. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Washington State.
Washington State.
Go
Okay.
Seahawks. But
I
they're
thought
not.
you was. I don't know why I thought you was from Hawaii. Hawaii.
Well, so my family is from the South Pacific. So my mother is from American Samoa, and we did live in Hawaii for a little bit. My baby sister was born there.
Okay. All right. So I know some great food coming at y'all house, the Vickers. So what would you bring?
I would keep it simple with a buffalo chicken dip.
Dip.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with chips and dip now.
All right. So I'll be looking for some of that on Sunday. Okay. All right, Miss Henny B. What about you?
Well, I'm originally from Arkansas, so I'm gonna bring some form of chicken. It's probably gonna be something fancy though. I'm gonna bring like some garlic Parmesan crusted chicken, but it's gonna be enough for everybody. I ain't bringing just one pan of wings. I'm gonna bring enough for everybody.
Okay. All right. I think we've kind of covered this, but I'm gonna ask the question again. What team, if your team was in a Super Bowl, what team would be there, Ashley?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Henny B.
The Cowboys.
Miss Angie.
That's 3 out of 4. I would say the Seahawks. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Oh, you're a Seahawk. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this Miss Nika back. All right, Nika.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. The question was, if your team was in the Super Bowl, what team would it be? The Tampa
Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay. Oh, she got on Tom.
She said I had my jersey on.
Brady.
Mm-hmm. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Watch this. Miss Ashley. I ain't know you work for the Cowboys. And you have a chance to kind of rub elbows with some of the legends like Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin.
Oh wow.
A couple of guys like that. Tell us about how it is in the suites. When I come back, we're going in the suites, right? So tell us a little bit about. We not.
So yeah, well, I don't. Working for the Cowboys, people always wonder like if I get game tickets or whatnot. It's not really like that. So we do see a lot of people coming through the building. I won't say that I get to like really rub elbows with them, but usually people are pretty nice. I have seen Michael Irvin. Actually, I saw him in the Cowboys Pro Shop just a few weeks ago, like a random happenstance, and got a picture with him, which was the first time that's ever happened. So that was pretty cool. He was really nice. But Emmitt Smith is my favorite player of all time. He's the one that I'm like dying, like, please, at some point, can you just, I've seen him from like, a little far off. Like I've seen him in person, but just not had a chance to meet him. So he's the one I'm like dying to meet. But we do see a lot of people. Charles Haley comes through a lot. Nate Newton is in there. He's a podcast. Everson Wall. So there's quite a few of the Cowboys legends that we see in the building a lot at the start. It's pretty cool. Like when they're coming through, you just think about all the history of the Cowboys and kind of what they represent. So that's pretty awesome just to see those guys.
It's great to have women that watch, football and sports. And I know a lot of you guys, I know you don't watch it every Sunday like I do, but tell us about, Henny B, tell us about what does a Super Bowl mean to you? It's one game a year you're probably going to watch.
Well, I grew up watching football. I didn't have a choice. So I had to learn it. But the Super Bowl, to me, it always meant family time. It always meant everybody, and I mean family, like the whole neighborhood was at somebody's house and everybody got together and it was good times. And whether you had a kid table, a grown folks table, it was always fun. But I love football, but I live for the halftime show because, as a comedian, I'm going to talk about whatever mistakes happen, song choice, whatever. But I don't know. I love the Super Bowl. I think it's a good time. And, I think it brings people together, whether you're at the bar, you're at somebody's house or whatever. It gives them common ground to have something to talk about and come together on that day.
Angelina, your husband was a running back for the great Wildcats. I know football has always been in your blood. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with Henny. I mean, I always have viewed it as family time, but even when I was younger, all my male cousins, the majority of them all played football. And so that was just a time for all of us to be able to come together, enjoy some good food because we love some good food and enjoy the game.
No, we talked about the halftime show. Anika's dad was the band director at BCU, and I think they played at a couple of Super Bowls and Pro Bowls. Nika, what's your favorite part of it?
Well, my favorite part about the Super Bowl is that I can remember very vivid was in it had to be 86, 87. I want to say 86. When my second cousin, Doug Williams, won the Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins. So I can remember, I was a teenager at the time, but I can remember it so vividly that that's when it became important. And that's why I'm a Tampa Bay fan today, because he was the first African-American quarterback that played in Tampa in 1976. And of course, he wasn't welcomed, but he allowed his legacy remained. He wasn't even the starting quarterback for that particular game. I can remember it. He actually was put into that, into the quarterback position during that game. So thinking about Super Bowl, it goes back with so much history with my family because my father was marched with the Grambling Tigers in the very first Super Bowl.
Wow.
So a lot of history there.
In LA, right?
I believe it was in LA. I'm not really sure, but I know it was in 1960.
Kansas City and the Packers in the Coliseum. The ticket was
yes,
$5.
I actually have the booklet here, in our family home when they were when Grambling College, let me say that, were actually the first band to do the first halftime show. So
very cool.
Okay, so halftimes is what most of the women wait on, right? Plus, you got the commercials, and now.
Well, I like the commercials. I do like the commercials.
Yeah, I like the
Jay-Z is now the guy who coordinates all the halftime shows.
Really?
Yeah. So guess who's the halftime?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, who's the halftime guest this year? Anybody know?
Usher.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Usher would be the halftime guest for halftime. He has a residency right now in Las Vegas.
Right?
Absolutely.
So
but he's on tour. He's on tour as well.
Actually, I just purchased my tickets for October 18th in Atlanta.
I just got mine for Houston in April.
You got yours too, Angelina? Where yours?
I don't have mine.
Okay, Las Vegas. I've been somewhere everywhere, and I've been to some of every stadium, but I've never been to Vegas. I landed in Vegas once, going to Eugene, Oregon. I've never been to Vegas, but the young lady sitting down there with the leopard, that leopard she got on, she did some shows in Las Vegas, some comedy shows with some big names. Tell us about that, Henny.
Well, look, my favorite person in Vegas is not a comedian, but he comes to my shows, and I better not say his name because his son might come beat me up. But just let's say his son's a famous boxer.
Okay.
But yeah, I go to Vegas and I do shows, and I go watch a lot of shows too. But like it's some great comedians that come through there, and they have the Jimmy Kimmel comedy
Nice.
club there, and it opens it up for a lot of us not top billers is what I'm gonna say. So I go to Vegas, but Daryl, I didn't know you'd never been to Vegas.
I was going this
year
year until
no, we going this year.
till the Green Bay Packers put me out. So,
Okay, we're not going for football. We're gonna go to Vegas.
we're just gonna go to Vegas.
We're gonna
what she's saying.
We're gonna go hang out in Vegas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Super Bowl Sunday is I even crack a joke. You might want to pick up some of my material. I talk about Super Bowl Sunday. I say it's almost like Easter Sunday because you're gonna have some people show up, never show up until something big like Easter or Super Bowl, and they all
Okay.
Yeah.
with the best outfits on.
Yeah. They gonna have some clothes on, all right. They gonna be looking like something.
All right, just joining us is Miss Karen Northern. Hi, Karen. Hello.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Hi.
Can
Can
you
you hear
introduce
me?
yourself? Can you tell a little folks a little bit
I'm
about
doing
yourself?
all right. Still having some connection issues. You guys are coming in. Pardon?
All right. Can I tell another joke? Can I tell a joke then?
Oh, you
I
told
don't
me
know what's
already?
going on, but I
Last time
can't hear
saw
you.
you was cranking on my cell phone down in the
Mm.
basement, telling me I had a raggedy phone. Now you got raggedy Wi-Fi.
We can't even hear you.
I think
she heard
him. I think it was just delayed.
Hey, it's what my building has. What can I do?
Okay. This is Karen Northern. Karen, tell the folks quickly about yourself and what you do.
Anyway.
Huh?
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
God.
Can y'all hear me?
I don't know what the question was. I didn't hear you.
All right. The question is.
Wait a second. I'm trying to get to another space.
Oh,
We get to another space.
Wait till I
See if you come in because you're.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Nothing.
What you gonna do?
Now
Exactly.
you hear me now, right?
I'm not scared of you. I am. I can hear you now. I'm just moving to a different area.
All
right. Is it too dark?
Up in chat. Karen, tell us about yourself.
Say that again.
Where are you from and talk about yourself.
Oh, okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah. I'm originally from New Jersey. Well, I'm sorry. My name is Karen Northern, and I'm originally from New Jersey, but I've lived here in Florida now for 23 years, and I've been in Daytona for the last 2. And I'm a former owner of a retail store. It was a leather furniture store in Longwood, and now I'm retired and enjoying life.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I actually met you before I knew you because you were at one of my open mics, and I didn't know it until later.
Yes, that's true. We just figured that out. Yes.
We figured that out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies. Let me talk about a person who's actually bigger than the Super Bowl. We're gonna open up a can of worms here. Taylor Swift.
Lord have
Oh
mercy.
my God.
I don't understand. What's the hype all about?
Me either.
I don't understand either.
You ask the people.
Do you know
Swiftie fan.
I mean, Ashley, do you know what it's all about?
Well, I have to admit, I'm not like a die-hard Swiftie, but I do like Taylor. I've actually seen her in concert, and she puts on a great show. But I think I know a lot of guys my age that have daughters that are younger, upper elementary teenagers. They do kind of appreciate what she's done, just because their daughters are kind of interested in football now, so they'll actually sit down and watch the game a little bit. So I know she's at least that's been a positive thing as far as her joining the NFL, I guess you can say. But
hey, over $400 million she's brought to the NFL because she just come to the game. They put the camera on. I still don't understand that. What? B, what's that all about? Yeah.
He said,
My mama told me if I don't have nothing nice to say,
just don't say nothing at all.
No, you know what? I'm not a Swiftie either. I do think she's talented. She's a talented entertainer. From when she started to now, she's like broke record after record after record, and she survived Kanye West at the Grammy. So you know that gives her some clout right there. But I don't like that she takes away the focus at the games, because you know that's just not what it is. I'm a sports person. I'm not a Swiftie. So I don't know. I mean, let her have her limelight. I mean, you know, that's fine. And if it's bringing money to the NFL, that's fine. I'm good with it. This too shall pass. She don't keep a man long. She just like me. She don't keep a man long. She'll move
she doesn't.
She cancel them in a second.
All right,
just a little PR for her concert.
Right.
I don't know. I kind of think this one might stick. I think her and Travis are kind of a match made in heaven. I'm
gonna just say this: Travis like his meat a little darker, and I'm gonna leave it right there. She a little pale for Travis. You know, you see the new haircut. He
the fade. I only got a fade today. I got the Travis.
Yeah,
I see it. It looks nice.
You got the Travis fade.
Shout out to Carlito. A1 Barbershop. Carlito. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if she make it good, I'm all for love. I ain't hating on love for nobody else. Yeah. But I'm just saying she gonna have to lay in that tanning bed. And, you know.
Hey, that's a thing. I don't know nothing about it now. Called FanDuel. Anybody know anything about FanDuel?
I've heard of it.
FanDuel.
Isn't that
you can bet on the game like a pool. Who's doing a pool?
Oh,
Karen, you doing a pool?
Karen, I'm trying to do one. Trying to do one. Yeah.
And what will it consist of, ma'am?
Well, it's really based on the Super Bowl in all 4 quarters. You know, whoever picks the right numbers is the winner.
Oh yeah. So what's the jackpot? I might want to.
You know what? We didn't really get it started. That person that you referred me to didn't have anything for me. So.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. So you're not gonna. Sports have changed so much. When I talk to the guys. And we talk about college football and high school football. We talk about the transfer portal. I know you guys have heard that word before. And it's all about dollars now. Kids are getting paid to go to college to play football. And there's even been some stuff said that people are paying, asking you don't gotta get in this for the Cowboys. There's some people saying some crazy stuff going on, Nika. What you said to me the other day?
What'd I say?
You said something that you're not gonna watch the game.
Oh no. I'm not watching it. Because for the last 2 weekends, so we had what? We had the wild card weekend, correct?
Correct.
And we had the divisional. And as far as I'm concerned, what I was watching was the Pro Bowl. Both weekends.
They were playing touch football.
They were playing flag football. Okay.
Flag.
So I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna take it back.
All right.
The only real game was the Cowboys in Green Bay. Although the Cowboys came out on the, losing end. I believe that both teams played the game. That's just what I saw. But after that, it was just touch and go. How do you open up your defensive line and try to tackle with your elbow?
Coach.
And they kept showing it over and over.
Is that what Detroit Lions was doing?
No. It was Green Bay and
Cowboys, you said, right?
And no.
Green
That
Bay
was the real
49ers.
game.
The Niners.
It was the 49ers in Green Bay. Right at the very end, you have the defensive line with a hole as wide as the Mississippi River. And then you try to go and tackle with an elbow. The man just walked in the end zone. But it was all over Love's face. I think they had a meeting in the locker room. It was all over Love's face. You're not gonna convince me no other type of way. No.
So you saying the NFL is setting games up? Come on now.
Okay, look.
Well,
Again, my opinion as an individual who watched Sunday football every week, all of them had meetings in the locker room at halftime. Detroit came out there playing, slinging that ball all over the field. First half. What happened second half? You couldn't even get nothing.
Nada.
They had a meeting in the locker room. And you're not going to convince me no other way.
Karen,
No
what's
other
your
way.
favorite team? What's your favorite team, Karen?
You don't see on my colors?
What's that?
Oh, you're a Steeler?
I'm a Steelers fan. Hey, Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
We had a winning season.
Black and yellow.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh. I like them too. But yeah.
you know, I like the Steelers because of Troy Polamalu, but I'm just saying.
I believe we can put a jersey on you and a ponytail. You look just like Troy Polamalu. There you go.
There you go.
So I'll be watching Roots. I told you it's Black History Month, and I'll be binge watching Roots on Sunday.
That's what you're doing for Super Bowl Sunday.
Because I'm not watching that game. I refuse.
Don't forget, you said gumbo too. You said that too.
You bringing some gumbo to the crib.
Gumbo.
You know what? I'll cook some gumbo. I'll bring you some on Monday. But what I'm saying is I'm going to be watching Roots and folding clothes. I'm not going to be watching that game.
I need mine on Sunday, Miss Culinary.
He gonna be too busy watching Kizzy and Toby.
and Toby and Master.
Yeah.
Ashley, do you know what Roots is?
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be binge watching. I'm starting when they went over there and put them on the boat. That's where I'm gonna be right there. I'm not watching that game. It's because it's gonna be the Kansas City Swifts that's gonna win.
Hey,
You're not even gonna watch
Take me home, Lord. Take me home.
I'm not even watching. I'll see him in October.
I had one of my friends on.
She said, she did a TikTok. She said, get somebody else to do it.
Okay. I had a friend that was coming on. She's from Kansas City. Matter of fact, her family is season ticket holders. And at the last minute, she couldn't get on because she had to go to a wake tonight. And her version of the whole Kansas City and Swift thing. So, you guys, y'all worse than the fellas. Gosh.
Because she takes away from the game, man. Like,
we don't want to see her. Okay, now.
Yeah, nobody wants to see her. They're there for the team, the sport.
The right.
I don't
now, do you all remember when they weren't doing so great, kind of midway somewhere up in there?
Yeah.
And they went to barking, talking about she don't need to come to the game.
Yeah.
She's a distraction to the game.
That was her second game there. They started saying that.
I
will say Taylor's
when I did the peace sign, when I said second.
Lord, you got magic. I forgot you're a comedian and a magician. Okay.
Voila. Magic.
There's some more balloons.
They were saying that he couldn't even catch the ball. He wasn't even focused because she was in the. I mean, you know the sports commentators on NFL. They were talking about, she don't need to come to the game because
they were talking about
he ain't focused.
He can't concentrate.
I have to take up Taylor a little bit because I had to tell my grandma this the other day because she was also complaining about that. But in my opinion, I don't feel like Taylor is taking away from the game. I feel like it's the media and the networks who are the ones showing her. Like she's not choosing to be shown on TV.
Correct.
Constantly.
I would agree with that. I would agree.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Mhm.
Wait. I'm just gonna say, because you're a Cowboy fan like me, do you remember who was Jessica Simpson dating?
Yeah, Tony Romo.
And they said that she had
dated
put the Jessica
Tony Romo.
Simpson
and Carrie
curse on
Underwood.
Tony Romo.
Yeah,
Yep.
they said she had put the Jessica Simpson curse on him. But guess what? But guess what she did? She quit coming to the games out of respect for his craft.
She did.
Taylor is about to go on another tour, and she's still coming for those marketing opportunities. Now, yeah, the media causes those marketing opportunities because but in the cameramen are flashing the camera on all that stuff. But she could stay at home and watch him and be just as supportive, honey. Because if I had a man and he was going to work, I ain't got to go with him. Just bring that check home. So she going because she like that. That's what she like.
That attention.
Period.
I mean, I don't have anything against her. I don't even really know a whole lot about her, but to hear how she's, to see how the team kind of flip-flop with it. Oh no, we don't want her here. She's a distraction. And now they're singing another song. Like I said, I don't have, I don't have apple or orange in the bag. But what I'm saying is, let's just make up our mind. But this woman is bringing so much revenue to the NFL. I mean, just think about it. Kansas City was garbage. Let's just be honest now. And now, towards the end, y'all make a way for them. And that's how I feel. They made the way for them to get there because we need that. We need that money. That's just my opinion.
Karen, I don't know. You gotta get those numbers right, Karen. You hear that, right? Numbers right.
They just it's all about the money. To be honest, I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I'm sure. I don't know.
This year, in order for me to watch football, I had to go to Amazon Prime. I had to get an account with Sling, Paramount Plus. I mean,
what is that?
Disney. Just to watch the football game because so many different networks now.
Yeah, like Hulu.
ESPN owns so much stuff.
It's under the Warner Brother umbrella, right? The Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Okay. What just happened is just going to 2, 6, 9, and 35.
Ain't no ABC, CBS, NBC, just that no more. You have to go to all this other, pay for all these streaming if you want to see all your teams.
Right.
If you want to really get a full scope, and with what Daryl does, he has to get a full scope of what everything going on. So
absolutely. Yeah.
Subscriptions.
There's a monopoly out there, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Business.
I want to change gears right now. I want to get a little personal with you guys. Okay, Angelina, you talked about your craft and what you do. Tell us a little bit about what you do. Okay, I'm a former athlete. It ain't no secret. I don't drive. I got too many hits in the head. I got a little bit of CTE. I got a little bit of stutter. And I, tell jokes when I shouldn't be telling jokes. And I laugh when I shouldn't. And when I was on a tour with Ashley, I answered every question. Didn't I, Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
I answered every question. Photogenic memory. So tell us a little bit about what you do. And you're a prayer warrior, too. I forgot about that. Go ahead.
I am a prayer warrior. So I like to tell people that I'm a Christian who happens to be a counselor.
All right.
But so I do a lot of work within the community. I work with a lot of the young adult population, and I have worked with different student athletes at one of our local universities. And really just trying to help build their overall mental wellness and stamina. Because a lot of what we don't realize in the field of psychology is that this is a social, emotional, physical, and often psychological thing that happens, and so with a lot of these young men, when you're getting those traumatic brain injuries, those concussions, they really cause an issue with your cognition and your ability to reason and make rational decisions, right? One of the most prominent players and one of my personal favorites, Junior Seau, you know, when that happened and he had written that note about this is why I did what I did and, you know, use my brain for research, like that was tough because in the Polynesian community, though they call, you know, Samoa the football island, there's still just not a lot of us that are out there and making it big. So when he passed away, it was a lot. But I think there's not enough knowledge, and I'm grateful that the research is now out there to show the impact of getting hit in the head.
Somebody got a dog loose. I appreciate that. Henny B, we know you can tell some jokes, but you've had some tough times yourself. There's some stuff you've conquered in your life. Tell the folks about it.
I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. I know, right? Any day above the ground is a good day.
Yes.
But and Daryl knows because he went through this with me. But I the first time it wasn't that bad. You know, I just went and got a lumpectomy and it was like, oh, I'm good. And then 6 months later, they was like, it's aggressive on the other side. And it was stage 3. So I came out of it, and Daryl, you can attest to this, as positive as I can. He said, you have cancer, it's aggressive, it's stage 3. Would you like to, you know, take some time and think about your options? I was like, nope, the only option is to live. You can get these girls, they can go, they trying to kill me, I don't need them more, you know. And so I had a double mastectomy in 2017. And I'm still here. And I actually did not start doing comedy until the day I rung the bell, which was January 24th, 2018, was the first time I was ever on stage.
Wow. Good. Amen.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mika, we know
your pain.
Tell us a little bit about your little bumpy roads here and there.
Oh, I've had several. And I will say this, the only reason I've had him is because I belong to him.
Okay.
I belong to God.
Preaching that, girl. Preaching.
And what I have gone through my life is just a pathway of things that I had to get through in order to be who I am today. Lot of hardship, a lot of loss, but a tremendous amount of gain. And what I do know is that he's still working it out, even as I sit here today.
Let me tell it. Watch this.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me tell you.
You know he got ADHD.
But you know how he
But
I mean, you know, I'm a one. You know, I look at everything that I've gone through is because I had to go through it.
Absolutely.
Being married 27 years and held my husband's hand as he took his last breath. So I'm just grateful that I'm not a woman that's sitting here looking like what she's been through.
Amen.
But I'm grateful. One thing about it, I'm grateful for everything that I've gone through, because one thing about it, according to the word, Romans 8:28, which I live by every day, all things work together for good, not the good, for good.
Glory.
And so that's how I look at it. I just continue to be who I am, humble, just try to be an encourager to many young ladies, because that's my ministry, to younger ladies, especially when it comes to their marriages. Because I can tell my story and they'll say, I can't believe you went through that. And it's not for you to believe that I went through it. Just know that I went through. And so that's pretty much what I am. That's the person that I am. So Daryl, you can go ahead and tell my story.
Let me tell you before I forget. At work the other day, she always, I'm gonna buy you a reference, another reference Bible, because you're always asking me to reference stuff about Jesus and God. So she said, Coach, I've been looking at some stuff, and I saw a job online, and she pointed at the screen, right? When she pointed at the screen, it was the screen, and she hit the job description, and it went straight through to the county. Brand new job, tailor-made for her. She was looking at it, and her finger touched the screen. What happened after that?
She got it.
So what happened after that, the next morning, I'm on my way to work. And so I'm a type of person like, let me go find out really what this is about. And for this particular reason, it was like, no, you can't do that. So I said, let me just call the director. I know her personally. We work together as, on the same level in another district. So I called Heather. I said, Heather, I see you got a position out here. And is this a new position? She said, yes, this is a new position. We just built it. And, we're looking for project management, that type of experience. And all of that worked really pretty good because I've worked in Atlanta for almost 19 years in the area of school nutrition services. So when I came here, I worked in Orange County Public Schools as a district manager, and that's where I know Heather from. So now she's the director in our particular county here in Volusia. And so I called and we talked about it. I said nothing to her about that I applied for the job. So I go on in my class, getting my students ready, the phone ring, and it's her secretary scheduling my interview for next Friday at 1:30.
Look at him.
So,
look at him.
And it's just all these little nuggets. I'm running into people so now I'm like, this is just the way that it's going to be. So due to the fact that I've built 2 culinary programs in our district, and now that I'm on a committee that is creating pathways for our students to go into the industry.
That's dope.
It's everything that I need is jumping on my computer. I showed Daryl something today, and it's all that I need to talk about in my interview because that's where it's going.
Look at God.
God set the whole thing.
Look at God.
Completely.
He did.
Watch this. Karen, you there?
Yes.
All right, watch this. I went to a birthday party for one of my classmates last week. And I hung out with him a little bit. You probably saw the picture on Facebook. I look young, but I'll be 66 years old next month.
Okay.
And I can't hang like I used to hang, but I hung out with Karen and some of her friends. But here's the thing. These ladies hung out 7 days.
7 days. 7 days.
Whoa.
And Karen put it. They played golf one day. Then they had a luau one day. Then they went to the wine bottle cap wine place. Then they went
bottles
to
up.
basements and danced a little bit out.
At Zanzibar Blue.
Then y'all went somewhere else. Then y'all. What are you? What you do? Tell us about what you do.
What I do? Well, a little bit of everything. They always say jack of all trades, master of none. That'd be me. But Lavita, my friend, celebrated her 65th birthday, and her plan is to celebrate the entire year. But we started off with a whole week of her birthday, and it was actually an amazing time. So in my past, I've done a lot of party planning when I worked for AT&T, and those golf outings and those kind of things. I've done stuff most of my life. And besides me owning the leather furniture store, I do have, like I said, a jack of all trades. But putting her party together was pretty easy. You just have to know people and put things together. So that was pretty simple. But we had what was that?
I couldn't keep up. Y'all made me feel. I was trying to come home early and take a nap, trying to catch y'all.
Oh, believe you me, we all were a little on the exhausted side come Sunday. Actually, that was the only day that I did not work. Was Sunday, the last day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but from Sunday to Saturday, it was on every day. And I can't say it's a full-time job. The golfing.
You see what 13 black women come up to a golf course with all the guys with the
well, what we played in was they called it Monday Before the Show, and every year the African American LPGA organization puts together this golfing event. So we were fortunate to have met one of the pro golfers when Ladie and I were visiting Los Cabos, Mexico, and we took a golf clinic, and it happened to be one of the ladies that's one of the she was on a magazine and everything. She's like this LPGA professional who goes around the country putting all these different things together. So it was really nice and very like a complete Black girl magic moment to be around all these women in golfing gear, on golf carts. And I mean, it was not just Black women. There was Hispanic and white women, of course, as well. But it was just absolutely an empowering day. And the team that I actually played on came in third, so I felt pretty good.
Wow.
I did something right. I just know I got to get back out there because I want to get my certification in to be an LPGA certified. Yeah, that's my next goal.
That's
Mhm.
I've never even
I want to
played
be like them
putt-putt.
sisters.
I've never even played putt-putt. You just made me feel bad.
Oh, and putt is the best. It's a good way to start because the short game. Your short game is where you basically putt. So if you can master that, you've got the game.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Now you got my wheels turning.
Your wheels.
The wheels are turning.
Okay.
That's scary.
How can I connect all of us together?
Well, it sounds like a golf on a Monday.
All right. Here's how I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna try to put together. Y'all know me. Nina, you know me now. You know I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I always go to Dallas every year to the Cowboys game.
Okay.
You're there. Ashley's there. I need you guys to come with me. We're gonna go
To
on
go to
the
the-
tour of the Star.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna do a comedy show.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some young girls and teach them golf.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a mental health clinic.
I need it.
And we're gonna go to the
Amen.
Cowboys game on that Sunday.
It sounds like a date.
I'll probably be living there by next season. So that's
You be
good.
living there by then, right?
Yeah,
For
I'll
the
be
third time.
back in Texas. I used to live there.
Okay.
And Nika, you'll be in charge of the food.
Okay. No worries.
And usually it's all guys that go. My family.
Okay.
They'll still come.
Mm-hmm.
But
So we Airbnb being it.
y'all
Yes, we are.
We're going if she's cooking and stuff, we need a kitchen. So this
But
Airbnb
listen, I usually
conversation.
stay at a hotel right by Six Flags, right by near AT&T.
Across
I got a guy there
behind it.
that hooks me up. But y'all want to do Airbnb? Y'all can do that.
I mean, you said she in charge of the food. I mean, she got to have a kitchen.
I have a friend who has an Airbnb in Arlington, actually close to the stadium.
There we go.
Oh,
There it is.
There we go.
Bam!
That's the hookup.
Look at God.
So
Look at how he
Okay, now
just
look
that.
now. We're gonna. I'm gonna be in teacher mode, being in charge of the food.
Okay.
It'll be definitely teacher mode.
Okay.
So we'll all be in place.
I'm allergic to
I
milk.
got a really cute apron. I'm on my way.
I have a cousin. He's 26 years old. That's a chef in Kansas City. He does all of our food. Last time at the Dallas, he cooked over 30 pounds of seafood.
Oh
wow!
So
right up my alley.
I'll pair you with Kai. Kai, his name is Kai Kitchen. Kitchen in the kitchen. I'll pair you with him. We'll put it together in April when the schedule comes out.
Okay.
We did not go to a game this year because I went to a family reunion in Dallas. That's when I met Ashley. It's just amazing how God just, because I was walking around and said, look, I got a podcast. I'll put my phone out showing it. She's trying to talk to the people. I'm trying to show on my podcast. But it's amazing how God puts stuff together.
Yes, indeed.
That's why I do what I do. That's why I put these together. I've done a radio show. I've done the podcast. I've done some more things. And when I put this together, I say this would be a great nucleus of people. And not knowing, the magnitude of what Karen was doing. When I saw, and Karen told me, when I put all this together, I'm like, you did what? And then just seeing, if you guys want to do it, we can do it. You can bring your families out, whatever. But
I'm coming by myself. I like to kick it. Let's go.
Yeah, just give me the date. I'm single. I'm ready.
That part. I ain't got no little kids. I ain't got no husband.
Nothing. That's it. I have a dog. I know I can find somebody to take her or put her somewhere. I'm ready.
It'll be amazing. Okay, we'll look at the schedule and we'll put it together. Okay. I'll call my cousin Jonathan. Jonathan lives off of Ballpark. You know where Ballpark is, right, Karen? off a ballpark. He lives like a mile from the stadium, a mile and a half from the stadium.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll put it together. I'll let my family know what we're doing. I also have a scholarship fund that I do. Matter of fact, I got a Ashley. Yes, I got to talk to you about something. I have a young lady that goes to a high school in Arlington, and I'm giving her an award for soccer.
Oh, nice.
She goes to, oh man, what's the name of that school? I can't think of the name of it right now. I would love to send you her trophy and have you go to her school and present it to her if you can do that. But you're a librarian, so you might not be able to get away. It's in Arlington though.
That's awesome.
And I'd love for you to present it to her. Okay.
Very cool.
That sounds beautiful.
So Karen, I'm gonna get with you.
Okay.
And we'll organize this thing. Nika.
Okay.
Yes.
Gumbo ready. Let me tell you what I did this year. Crazy. I went to Grambling to broadcast the Bethune and Grambling game.
Mm-hmm.
I realized I was staying in Shreveport, not knowing that Shreveport's only like a couple of hours from Dallas. And I was playing the Rams that day. Okay, I had a flight out of DWF.
DFW.
At 8 o'clock. So I was going to drive from Shreveport, go to the game, then catch my connecting flight, and then come home. But the problem was, it was 80 degrees in Shreveport and 35 degrees in Dallas.
In Dallas. Oh, we.
I didn't make it because I didn't have a coat. I didn't have the clothes, the gear. So I didn't.
That's what stores are for.
I was gonna say it was a mall. It's a mall in Shreveport. I know somebody that works.
I was gonna say he could have stopped at Bossier. Something.
Hello.
I know somebody that works at JCPenney in Shreveport. She never had that problem.
There it is, right there.
I had per diem money.
Per diem.
I went to the casino and ate, and I went to what's the guy played quarterback for the Saints? Drew Brees. Got a sports bar.
Nice.
It's nice.
I went there, spent all my per diem.
Okay.
Then I went to the airport there in Shreveport, and I flew back to Dallas, and I flew home. But I started to sneak into the Cowboys and the Rams game. I do stuff like that.
And you should have. It would have took you 15 minutes to get you something to put on.
He could have went to Bossier.
Because
he could have went right to Bossier.
He don't take a lot.
When I flew from Shreveport to Dallas, I was like, oh my God.
Hey, look, you could have bought a sweatshirt at the airport.
That part.
Okay.
It was 80
jackets. They sell every. I'm saying they sell sweatshirts every airport.
Hey, next year next year we go to
you
Southern.
Be straight.
We go to Southern, and then we go to Texas Southern. Okay, the last time I went to the Cowboys game, this is what I did. Flew to Dallas. The next day, Bethune was playing Prairie View for the homecoming. My niece goes to Prairie View. So we got up early Saturday morning, drove to Houston, went to the Bethune Prairie View game, drove back to Dallas, had a little tailgate in the parking lot, and then went to the Cowboys game the next day. I can't remember who we played, but we're going to make that.
He was there.
And I'm bringing them to the Star in Frisco.
Yeah. Even if you're not a Cowboys fan, if you like football, you'll
love it. You'll love it.
Been there.
Okay.
Love it.
Ain't been no Star. Ain't been to the Star.
Listen, you know I spent 3 months.
You past it. You saw it on the eye from the eye.
You know I spent 3 months there or last year.
Okay.
I be out trying to rub elbows too.
All right.
And Wally.
So guys, I got a couple more of these. We're pushing an hour. I know you guys got to go put your hair in rollers and stuff like that for the party for the weekend. Nika, on my gumbo.
Yeah, it's it don't take much to do it.
You ain't got nothing funny to say before we leave? You ain't got nothing good to say? I see you, girl.
Wait a minute, just to be clear, I just like the pretty glass. Can you see the glass?
I have one of those.
Yeah, this is Chick-fil-A lemonade, honey.
I was just about to say it looked like juice.
I
look like
gin and juice.
I could have made
Sipping
it a
on gin and juice.
But it's
hey, S,
one thing I don't do is
you got some homegirls now, S.
I see it.
Yeah, y'all are fun.
Hey,
I'm gonna hang out with y'all sometime.
See,
Yeah,
the The last time I had Ashley on, she's the only person that been on twice. She was on with Bob Hayes' daughter. Bob
You're
Hayes. She was on with Bob Hayes' daughter. I'm bringing Westine too. She'll be coming out also. So
Okay.
we're gonna put this thing together. I need the brains to do it for me. We're gonna do it.
We'll get it together.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let everybody get up out the locker room right now. I'm out of time. Never out of word. I love all you guys. You've been watching the locker room. Good night.
I have a question.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.